Welcome back to One People Media. One people, one nation, one destiny. And here we bring you the latest news, culture, and stories that matter to you. Subscribe now and be part of the journey. This is One People Media. Your voice, your stories, your Guyana.
That there was something that broke it. You can see from the plastic here. Right? Now this, huh? No, this is the extension of, oh shucks. It's the same pipe. This is the other half of it here. The piece down here. And this is clearly shorn. This has been sheared off. This fresh water, right, is pumping with pressure. Yeah, and people cannot get pressure in it. Look. Here's where the water pressure there, guys. Right? You can't get pressure in your house. And then additionally, things like this, sites like this, introduce bacteria into the network. Right? People get all sorts of infections and funny things happen to them. They don't know where the bacteria is coming from. It's because of things like this. And this looks like it happened a few days ago. I could probably bet you this happened between the last visit we made to Diamond and now. I bet you these drains were just cleared within the last few days, right? I bet you. Because they say they're just going. And nobody's going to notice that. Just now, Susan Rodriguez gonna come and say, it's only a phase 1 bus pipe.
A phase 1?
Yeah, it's not phase 2 bus pipe. There's a phase 1 bus pipe. You know how it's go. You know them way. Did you know? Yes, and the water clean, but I mean, considering when I left home today, I don't know what's going on the West Bank, but the government, they turn on the water 1 minute, next minute they turn off the water. Next time they turn it on, next minute they turn it off. Right? This is the house that bro can't move into yet. That's sad, bro. This is the house he can't get into? This house?
Yeah, same one.
Shucks, boy.
Yeah, no bridge.
Shucks, boy.
Ask them, what happened? Why you can't go move into
Shucks, boy.
Change now.
So remember we told you about that guy stopped. He didn't want to go on camera. Yet another citizen that's scared of the malicious, malevolent, vindictive dictatorship that's running Guyana. He was scared to come on, but he came to tell us that he paid for this house, right? Up to a year. They're going back out? I didn't catch the car again. Right? He paid for this house, okay? And it's over a year and he can't move into it. And he's asking the government, when can he get to move into his house? It's $16.5 million. And look what the government gave him for $16.5 million. He got a tin plank of wood there that he could try walking in. It doesn't even have a bridge, right? The bridge broke up. You can see the excavator broke it up and it's chuck it in the mud. There's another piece of it there. The rest of it is probably in the drain, right? This man can't even get into the house that's supposed to be being built. And naturally, no work is going on here. Let's see if we could cross on this shoddy plank of wood. I hope it don't fall in this gutter, guys, because it's like one side. Wham! I'm going to peep this travesty quickly. Once I pick a wood. Huh? So, we going out. Once I pick a travesty to explore, if something has happened to me. 16.5 million. You get your very own plank. Your own skinny plank to walk across. Do or die time. And this is what you got cows and stuff. You can clearly see cows coming on here. This is the Rodriguez pile. I call it Rodriguez special. This is what Susan is doing for people. Every house, get your own construction debris and waste. Poor site management. Same thing with one. Jail as another minister would fire immediately, right? One of many incompetent ministers that we have. So this house for $16.5 million. This man can't get an answer on when he can move into his house. There's his house here, right? And look at the door. Look at the door. This probably to stop the cows going in his house. Right? And let's see what they've done for him. For his $16.5 million. Oh my God, buddy. Oh my God, buddy. Somebody take a screenshot for me, man. Oh my God, buddy. Oh my God, buddy. There are some cruel people. So this man pay, I hear him bat. This man pays $16.5 million. His ceiling already has mold in it. Right? Ceiling already has mold in it and water damage. Look how it's tattered at the edges here. Look at this work. Poor quality work. Right? So we started with the low income ones. At least these ones for the more wealthy houses, they look like they're cutting it into the wall. They're putting the pipe inside. But come on, man. What are you guys doing to us? There's debt, 30 years of debt this person now paying for this space here. Look at this finish. You can't just put tiles here, you know. You gotta do a lot of work here. You can't just put tiles here. It's not level. Not level. Your backyard, more swamp and flood, more disrespect meted out to you by the dictatorial kleptocratic regime, right? And oh my goodness, boy. Okay, I'm coming. Look at this casting work. I want you guys to fill your eyes. See what Guyanese are expected to pay $16.5 million for. And the next thing I want to show you, I told you his bats are here and maybe his birds. Look at the edge of this ceiling. Hold on, let me show you. Let me get some focus here. Good. I want you to look at the edges of all the walls. That's bird poop. Because there's birds, pigeon, living in the roof because it's not finished properly. I could see bits of straw and grass that the birds got there. And check this side here. Check how much poop coming down in this house. So you got all that, the dust from all of this. Wow, I see feathers down there. And look how much that's all bird down. All the nice bird droppings, guys. Right? 16.5 million. That pipe that's supposedly leading out the wall there. That's how they're setting. This is a bathroom set up there. Right? Pigeons. Yeah. Pigeon poop scattered down the wall. Right? So it's unsanitary. It's unhealthy. You're definitely gonna have spores and stuff coming down. The whole ceiling needs cleaning. It's full of crap, literally. Look at this door frame. Guys, it's like y'all want to kill we, just like Silo said. It's like y'all want to sick we out. Them want sick we out. Silo, you got the right words for them, bro. I want sick we out. Look at this. And James Bond doing house? Yeah, please tell me where James Bond house. Tell her we go and give you a visit. Right? Look. That's what's going on up there with the pigeons them living in your roof and bat. This piece ain't even falling down already. This is cruel and inhumane, in my humble opinion. Cruel and inhumane. President Ali, you would never. Baldhead Jaggy, you would never. All the money they take with taxpayer money are used to build your mansions in Pradoville and these places. And you're so disrespectful that this way you chuck at the poor people. And I don't know the only people. Let me close this cow pen door. Ma. Close the cow pen. Make it back out of here on my narrow wood. Right? But jeez, and it also has a set of cracks in it. And now, the longer you look at these properties, the more problems you notice to them. Let me show you this one quickly. Right? Cracks. And I don't want you to just note the cracks, right? I want you to know the color, right? I want you to know that there's penetration of water in this building here, right? Water is migrating through these cracks, okay? It's filthy work, shameful work. $16.5 million. Y'all head good? Susan, you head good? You head can't good. You head cannot be good. So, while critics spending the time between he and Pri and the whole PPP for cuss out each other about baby Skello, come and cuss out each other about these houses here. Come and cuss out about these houses. That's what Guyanese want to see a good cuss out about. These houses. Now both me shoes laughing. I gotta go home. Right? You come and cuss out about these houses. Bring Priya and Susan and the whole crew, and y'all cuss about this. That's what we would like to see. Right? Because this is the most inconsiderate, disrespectful thing I've seen since the last housing development I went to. And we got more. We got more to take you on. If y'all didn't get the message yet that this government don't know what it's doing, that they literally do not know what they're doing, they're robbing us blind, you will get the message soon enough. At some point it's gonna sink in. You're gonna get the message. Right? You're gonna get the message that they don't care about us. They don't care. You have young professionals that are working hard. There's no houses nobody giving to you, you know. Nobody giving away these houses. You working, struggling in this country, trying to save. People got their own families and stuff. You understand? People have families they're trying to bring up. Young people suffering and struggling and scrimping and saving and cutting corners, who ain't skipping meals, right? Who ain't buying all the essentials that they need in their life to get by, just so they can make sure they have the money to make it, to make these payments. And then at the end of the day, you just throw some crap at them and disrespect them. That's not right. Hey, it's just house after abandoned house and passing here. Even the ricey to look worse for weird. Ricey to look terrible. So many abandoned empty houses, and this government is telling us that watch this one here. My friend Richie catching all them and propping up the electric posts. Hey man. Hey man. What going on, brother? They figured it out now, right? GPL, you figured it out, bro.
You just gotta use two poles.
Use two poles instead of one, but look, the one falling down.
No, you see, these concrete poles they used to fall. Okay, look
No, I know, but I'm telling you, look, 1, 2, that one falling down. That one need a brace. That wooden one over there, right?
Lord.
Look another security hut. Guyana is paying for an awful lot of unoccupied security huts. We're paying a lot of money for guards that are not on site, right? And I could show you dozens of signs for sheriff security where there's nobody there. And I bet you the government is billing us for those sites, for that security.
You want to check out the Spanish community?
Where is it? Yeah, let me check it out, man. Because I didn't think we can make it.
Hero Highway. Something Fort Bridge.
Fort Bridge?
In Diamond.
There's down Maka Road.
No, they said go back to Hero Highway.
Mm-hmm.
Continue and ask for Fort Bridge, where the Spanish lives. Spanish community. Spanish development.
You sure it's not where we went? Guys, y'all know where Venezuela's scheme is? We're looking for Venezuela's scheme. Somewhere named Fourth Bridge. Here in Diamond. Venezuela's scheme, guys. Poor construction and foundation. Yeah, your foundation is poorly constructed. They don't even blind it off to make sure that there's an impermeable, you know, like what, it's so blatant. it's so blatant that when the second-hand equipment they bring here to do some of these jobs breaks down, they just literally abandon it on site. It's so disrespectful to us, right? So look how people have to walk in a brand new housing development. In the road, this is where your children have to walk, in the middle of the road. Even the roads themselves are poor quality roads, and they've not finished all of them in here. That's where I'd wanted to take you to the end of the road. I don't want to take you out to the end of this road to show you they never finish all the roads in these developments. Never finish all the roads in these developments. Check my messenger. Alright, if you want, y'all can send me a pin. That would be great. I'm checking my I hope his message, you message me the coordinates for this Venezuelan housing scheme. Give me a second, guys. Let me we're back. Alright. We're back. We're heading to Mocha, actually. Somewhere called Fourth Bridge. That the government promised to go and clean. Government, don't go there now. We're on our way. We're on our way. But I just sent you my friend with the squiggly name. It looks like it's in Arabic. I don't read Arabic, I'm sorry. I don't even know to read it from the left to the right, from the right to the left, up, down, down, up. It always looks so beautiful, but it's so squiggly. I don't know what you're saying there. I don't even know whose name to call out. So Miss Squiggles, that messaged me about that Mocha Fourth Bridge or whatever, please let me know where to go, and I shall come there. We are all on our way to come visit you guys. Yeah, it seems like the only people that got this first lot here. Yeah, it's Fourth Bridge in Mocha. Fourth Bridge in Mocha.
How do you get there?
I know somebody. Well, she's supposed to send me
Location?
yeah, supposed to send me a pin.
Diamond.
No, not Diamond, it's Fourth Bridge.
You living my dream, boy. As I always want girls right now.
It's
Don't always my dream.
it's what the place.
With lipstick on his lips.
You know you going?
Yeah, Fourth Bridge. I'm waiting on a pin. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm just coordinating the next location we're going to. Hi, brother. How do you find Mocha Ford Bridge?
Mocha?
Ford Bridge.
You got to catch the highway.
Go back so.
Yeah.
Uh,
Go back, so. Then drive up, so.
Ford Bridge.
Right.
Is going back this side.
No, you have to go in.
You gotta go in.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Alright, thank you.
Catch the highway, madam.
The highway. Alright. You told me catch the highway. No, sis, I hope it's not a voice note you just send me. I asked you for a pin, right? Waiting on the guys. Yeah, we ready? This side. Waiting on the guys. Yeah, when I ask y'all for a pin, is a pin like, you know, send me a voice and be like, alright, you know when you're coming by short man shop by the plum tree, you know Boyo? No, I don't know Boyo. I just get it every other day, right? When your boy go in and check for these. Guys. I think we can go come and do this particular trip tomorrow. What time is it now? We might have to come and do this tomorrow. Let me tell my brothers, because right now I have no clue where I'm being sent. First I hear 4th Street, Mocha. Then bro told me it's 4th Field, Mocha. I didn't even know there was many fields. My shoes are still laughing. So Let me make some recommendations. Bro, I thought I knew where I was going, but I don't. So I'm suggesting we go there tomorrow. Yeah? I'm gonna get a pin for the location.
I'm telling you, the guy that we met earlier.
Yeah?
Go back to E-Rose Highway.
Yeah?
Follow it. And it'll run us into Fort Bridge Diamond. And ask anybody there, it's right there.
Let's check. I'm gonna follow you then. Right? Alright guys, so I'm gonna follow Darwin. We're dealing in 4th today. Somebody wants us to go to 4th Street Diamond. Somebody wants us to go to Mocha. Right? And guys, we have such a special visit planned for you this week. I can't even tell you where we're going. You know, some of y'all might be able to guess, but I can't even tell you where we're going. It's a special place in my heart. Right? I've been wanting to go there for a long time. Hold on. I get a map. You're outdoing yourself. Alright guys, when I dipping out here, it's because I'm checking my maps. But we already on another turn in. Gosh man, gosh. I send me one link now walk.
Okay.
What's going on? Alright. We getting assistance. Alright, somebody just show up on a bike and they're leading us to the promised land. Right, let me just show you the hospital again. That's it guys, what you get for $6 billion. Yo! What's going on? Okay. Popo. Lovely. Even got Popo out here to guard the pedestrian crossing. For when people want to cross, right? Meanwhile, at Georgetown Hospital, at the other hospitals, they got snake in the ward. Good butting the nurses, right? In some instances, the fridge, I read one in region 1 with the mark breakdown and people start rotting. Right? That pictures the floor is disgusting. Rats dying in the ceiling of the neonatal ward at Best Hospital. Right? Sometimes the water running out and pregnant women have to fetch water. And you come and build a brand new hospital in your constituency and could not fix these problems, long-standing issues going on for years and years. Y'all couldn't fix these problems. Okay. Right? You couldn't fix these long-standing problems. Okay, understood. We build a hospital in Diamond, everybody's supposed to celebrate. It's a good hospital. Good hospital. I would still love to see the bill of quantities. And for me, this exposes the fact that we are getting robbed and the government know we're getting robbed. If we could get something of standard at the end of 5 years and just one, what happened to the rest of the money? Where did the rest of the money go and why didn't we get something of the standard of Diamond Hospital for it? That one thing is supposed to be the saving grace. You gave us 5 years of crap and one good hospital and that's supposed to... Look, please. Some more the foul pen homes at the building. I went and visited the other day. More swampy land on my left. Y'all very disrespectful to poor people. Right? Very disrespectful. And the rest of the land, in the area, you guys will make sure that your rich friends and family collect that land along Heroes Highway. Because I don't know if y'all know what happened, right? But the Veras used to control a huge piece of land behind South, between South and Agricola. Huge piece of land they were controlling. They were going to give back the government like 40% of the land or something, or 60% and keep 40. And it fell through under the coalition apparently. But when the PPP came back in, they accepted the proposal. So that is why a lot of land along the Heroes Highway opened up, because it suddenly became available to the government. But rather than put it out so ordinary Guyanese could bid for it and get an opportunity to get prime commercial land, that's when you start seeing people like Ed Ahmad and this Baldio guy and all the friends, family and favorite of the PPP started collecting these properties along Heroes Highway, prime commercial properties, for millions of dollars, and they're collecting it for pennies on the dollar. That's how that land came to be freed up. Then you see Melly Mel posting about who get land on Heroes Highway, who get 30 acre, 5 acre. And you're like, I didn't know we had all that land. No, we didn't. Vera gave it back to the government. Bomba clot, a whole herd of cow. Watch. Those are cows, my friend. There's cows. There's like 100 cows. 100 cows just chilling on the road. Nobody to tell them move, right? And they're gonna be back out here later when it gets dark and you're driving. So that's something to look forward to. But never mind, there's a hospital just down the road. Okay, they're doing more power lines here. They got these guys here from India, Kalisparu, and they got Ashoka doing work here. They keep finding things for Ashoka to do. Yet another random security hut just at the side of the road. Absolutely nothing that guy is guarding, but I bet you the government is paying his boss millions of dollars for it. Another friends and family gig. Different ways they find to rob us, right? The other one was building a community that they know is waterlogged and swampy, and then giving a private contractor from Mahaika the contract to keep pumping a community in Diamond every time it flood out, because they know 100% the community will keep flooding out, right? Okay, so now we're in Diamond. It looks like these guys are building yet another roundabout here, right? Well, this road already breaking up, so y'all already having to fix it. It's so shameful. I'm telling you guys, a road is supposed to last 30 to 40 years. 30 to 40 years is the amount of time you're supposed to be able to get out of a good road. This government are robbing you, right? So many of you keep asking, Francis, why you decide you're going to get into politics? I'm not a politician. I'm not a political animal. I'm here to serve my people. I'm more of an activist. I like to do some rabble rousing, get you guys thinking, encourage critical thought, right? And expose the corruption going on around us. But at this point, I don't trust the leadership of this country anymore. I don't trust them. You guys have had our futures in your hands and you've squandered it. You've stolen it when you've had the chance. You've misappropriated it. You've converted it to your own devices. We will talk later about a minister, but I mean, even want to talk, I'm just Minister Thief, because the minister will know who I'm talking about. I'm going to protect my sources. I'm going to protect my sources until such time as I can reveal that information. But when you hear about some of the eye-watering sums that ministers of government have liberated from your public purse, you will lose your mind. You will literally lose your mind, right? So no, I never dreamt of being any politician, and I don't want to really go into politics, honestly. But I feel it's a need. It's needed. And those of you out there on the sidelines wondering whether to get involved or not, no, we're literally desperate for people that care about this country. We're desperate for people that want to serve each other in this country. We're desperate for people that are keen to speak the truth and desperate for people with ideas as to how to fix this, right? I'm not a kid anymore. I can't just look around and say, oh, it looks broken, it's so terrible. No, I'm an adult now. Many of you looking at this are adults now. We're the adults in the room. We're at that stage where we are now the adults in the room. And we have to take stock of things and decide whether we would like incompetent, kleptocratic, malicious, vindictive, autocratic people to keep holding the reins of this country forever and running it literally into the ground. I'm looking around and I can't tell you where trillions of dollars have gone. So we're going to visit the Venezuelan housing scheme right now. And I'm going to keep you guys abreast. You want to hear? Right? And the other thing, just in this short space of time that I have taken this position, the amount of information that they have to process on a daily is crazy. But guys, if you were aware of just how corrupt, if you're not already aware, if you are aware of just how corrupt this country is, sometimes it literally leave me speechless. Thanks a lot, bro. Thanks. What is life, right? It literally leaves me speechless sometimes when I consider how corrupt this country is. And if you think you know, you know. You know. Eye-watering levels of corruption, and the amount of money that's actually stolen from the country is eye-watering. So like one of the people I like is Glenn Lal, right? I like Glenn Lal. Glenn Lal has been talking a lot about renegotiating the oil contract. No doubt that I think Guyana can get a much better deal for its oil. You'll note that the PPP promise to renegotiate the contract came in, did nothing, right? But here's my thought on it. I think even without renegotiating the oil contract right this minute, if you didn't renegotiate the oil contract next year, and you just stop the amount of money being stolen from the oil money that we do receive, you would see crazy amounts of development just off of that money. Because that's what I'm telling you guys. When the scale, and this is why the government need to change, because there will never ever be an investigation while the PPP is in office. When the PPP comes out of office, then is when the investigation can start and the revelations can be done. And that's why they're so desperate. That's why they're sending death threats to us. That's why they're sending special branch to park in front of our house to harass us where we go. When we were in Linden, only a few minutes after telling you the police would be harassing us and coming around our house and all this, there you saw an inspector was sent to us on the field, right? More house lot give out to the back. They got what story? Hey government, don't worry. Your boy coming back all here with a drone. Don't worry. Cause like my eyes ain't seeing right. Alright guys, let me just show you where we are now. We're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. Like, check it out. Yeah, Silo, well they told us it was renegotiable, right? And they cussed out the other side, but when they finally got here, when they got back in office, no. They suddenly didn't want to renegotiate it. There's another thing with this country, building codes, right? Don't seem to be any building codes in this country. People could just build what they want, where they want. There's a random 3-story building going up here. I wonder if the foundation is for a 3-story building, right? That's just how it's going in this country. You could build whatever it is you want. What's going on? Sometimes I'll just be driving here and my name all over the place. Yes, it was Mr. Liverpool. Mr. Liverpool was a very nice gentleman, by the way. He didn't come and get aggravated or anything. But I felt bad for Mr. Liverpool, right? Inspector Liverpool. I felt bad for the man. He could clearly see we were not causing any trouble. You could clearly see that, but the man was forced. He was sent. Go and harass those people, Mr. Liverpool. I could see that man didn't want to come and harass us. He didn't want to. He said he was told there's a problem and he came to find out what the problem is. Watch. Government just come through and give these people a new road. I'm telling you, I'm showing you these things live and direct. Live and direct. Look how they do. When they came through and resurface here, the resurface, the contractor just dig up all of this and stick it on the side of the road. One fluffy. Alright. Right? This is what the contractors do. Rake up everything on the road and throw it off to the side. And all these roads are already in poor condition again. Already in poor condition. So right now, your boy ain't even sure where he dead. Hold on, I get some. Well, I just get some important information here, my friends. I see what's his name, Ahmad, from Sheriff Security and Guyana Daily Abuse.
Huh?
Always the victim. The man is in the man was in Richmondville today, up in the residents' faces. Now I told you that the residents of Richmondville had reached out to me to complain that Amir is always beating up his wife. They're fed up of it. They're fed up of the domestic abuse, that the police don't come, and when they come, they release Amir. Well, finally it reached a head. He threw a vase into her head, or they lashed a vase into her head, and she finally took him to the police. The matter was reported. Amir was called into the station, but you know, just like every other predator and monster under the PPP government, they try very hard to protect them. So Amir is out again walking the streets, free to beat up anybody he pleases. And today he had an altercation with residents in his community in Richmondville. Well, I have the pictures and video in my inbox. But this man always is the victim. Now he gone to Providence police station to claim he was assaulted when nobody touched him. And I believe those residents, because Amir Ahmad is a liar. He's a liar with a stolen Cybertruck. I wish he would come on alive. And y'all, anytime, anyone of y'all even wash Amir car, turn that Cybertruck Wi-Fi on and call me. Call me so I can call the people he robbed. Right? The people that he robbed the Cybertruck from, so Tesla could shut it down. He keep coming, oh, you're going to charge Francis with a lawsuit, blah, 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 blah. But you have to go to court and show the people you did not steal the Cybertruck, Amir. You have to show them that. What we doing here though? Darren? We walking or we walk? Is up this street?
I told you the front is. Right, come in the morning. I go with them.
All right. Okay, so we're at the no bad man, no freaking Chihuahua. We're at the Venezuelan scheme now. So apparently there are thousands of Spanish people that have been given house lots here, living down here. I don't know about that. We're gonna go and examine these claims, right? We're being told about these pockets of Venezuelans living in the city by the thousand. There we go. By the thousand. And I'm just interested and I want to see. Okay. I don't believe nothing the government tell me in these times, because they're a pack of liars. A pack of liars that will cover for child murderers, right? Anybody that will cover for a child murderer, I would never believe you. So I don't believe much of the government tell me these days. So I have to come out on the road and see for myself. When they tell me they're developing the community, I have to come and see for myself. And I be trying to bring you with me. Look, some of the development. Oh God, Susan, y'all doing your best work out here, right? This is what them mans do. Jesus. Wait, my mother, oh God. Hold on. I gotta take you and show you the quick. My shoe's still laughing, right? But I gotta take y'all and show you some of these things that you just wouldn't believe. Everyday residents have to be going through. You would not believe it until you see it, my friends. You wouldn't believe it. These are things. This isn't diamond still. These are things your brothers and sisters are going through every day. But they're being gaslit. You wouldn't believe people are going through this. This is a deep hole. I don't know how you really drag up. Probably drive here, right? There's a deep hole, guys. Just to get some drainage on this road. And God knows what this look like when it rains and how mushy it must be. But I just had to show you though. I don't know if this is $16.5 million. Right? Again, the government come through. They'll have a road already here. They dig up that road, scatter it, throw it to the side, all that old road, and then build a new one. No overseer of works, nothing, no engineer to come and say you did a good job, a bad job, you cannot do this, you can't do this, none of that, right? They treat people no different to animals. Look at this. Look at this, right? And these holes here, these holes different. These holes different. So you're going on here. Waiting for. See what's going on now. Let's go. Oh Jesus! No, I gotta show y'all. What's going on. Alright? Plus y'all wondering, oh, you always see me in a different car. Well, that's what I gotta do these days, right? Gotta keep switching up my cars. I renting a car right now, swapping cars every now and again. Cause I told you I got legitimate information that the PPP government trying to kill me, right? That they're gonna send people to ambush me. They're tracking my life. They track me on the cameras. So you guys be swapping the car every now and again, and I don't drive my own vehicle no more, right? That's what I'm doing for my own safety. I don't drive my own vehicle. It's too recognizable. I hopscotching between rentals, right? But y'all can still come and follow my life, track me, and y'all come and shoot me. But I'm telling you, I open my mouth till the day I die. I will be talking, and I will be talking the truth. Till the day I die, I will be speaking the truth. Yeah, come to shoot me, it will be speaking the truth. It will be speaking the truth. Me ain't coming to lie to nobody. I come to speak the truth and look at the reality of our country. If you want to come and kill me for that, okay. Criminals. Look. Now we're getting into the sweet spot. Okay? There's some of our roads. Not $100 million road down here. No doubt. Somebody paid a ton of money for this crap. Yeah, man. It looks like aquaculture is really taking off across Guyana. Ordinary citizens. This lot here apparently owned by some facade on my left, right? And I notice we all like doing, right? Y'all go and chuck the poor people in some little piece of hole, get them a little thing, and then not far away, he's got these properties here in the bushes, right? There's some big ass houses going up. Y'all know what you're doing. Who this lot owned by? Wow. 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 This Golden Grove technically now, right? Now, why is a road like this inconsiderate, especially to the poor, right? Roads like this are inconsiderate, especially to the working class, because you gotta manage to come out of here. I mean, even if, now let me say you and a man with greater means, a man or woman with more means than you pay for your car and the other man pay for his car, right? You are a poor man and your area, the infrastructure in your area looks like this. We could damage and rake off the bottom of your car. Yes, Nigel, it looked just like something critics would build, right? If critics could build anything, right? Only thing critics would build up is himself. But you coming in here, and there's your road now, and people literally punishing you. Your vehicle now need 4 times the repairs of a man that had the means, right? You will take 4 or 5 times as long to get out of your community. It's more likely you're going to be late for work, that your children are going to be late for school because of some of these places. And this is not no one thing. I know y'all might want to say, well, because the houses are underdeveloped here. No, its infrastructure comes first. And this is some of the thousands of house lots the government claimed to have given out to the people. People don't even know where the house lots are, right? There's the infrastructure they're giving you when you come to build your own $16.5 million house. This is what you're getting, guys, right? Y'all could be normal. Another culvert, poor drainage. Look, right? You're literally in the swamps. More materials over there just abandoned, led to waste. Right? And more random houses just popping up out of the mist. So one thing I have heard, and I guess is being confirmed day by day, is the people stealing our money, just throwing up houses all over the place, because these guys have infinite money to buy properties. One of the first things should be established on any new administration should be a very clear registry for property and business, right? Then you will be able to track and see how many of these ministers and people in government, public servants, have misappropriated public funds, siphoned monies through their family, friends, the side chick, the wife, right? Funnel our money to buy properties and buy land and invest all over the place, while people are still going to bed hungry at night. That's the reality of the situation. Now I hear that this is this place named Venezuela scheme or something, but I feel like I'm driving all the way to Venezuela right now. It feels weird. Estamos aquí, mi amigos, right? By the rivers of Babylon, where we drive down in a big pothole in the middle of Georgetown. Y'all know the song, right? Gosh. Well, the moment is come, my friend. I think my phone getting narrow now. I gotta get a gravel from my phone. It's looking like it upset. Even my belly going. Well, I definitely know where to come and collect my Auntie Desna now. Right? They got some I see they got some coming up on the tree. I just can't believe there's a squatting area at the back here. Surely we must have gotten the wrong location. Nah man, auntie give you the wrong location. By the rivers of Babylon. I'm still glad we got to come down here. Right? I'm told there's a big squatting area here. I'm not seeing it. Right? So maybe we were misdirected. And we just seeing some of the thousands of house lots that are apparently given out. Now I'm wondering if the government plan that everybody gonna be voting. You know this government are voting, right? If the market get a kiskadi for vote PP, they would do it. They would do it. Have you seen a big thing in the middle of the road here? Let me see what's going in. Right? Got some contractors in a van. Let me see what's going on. Them man look like they're ready for drive away. Where's this Venezuelan scheme we're hearing about? It's still long at the back? Oh, there is a Venezuelan scheme in here, guys. Over there?
If you walk right here, you can
So how these Spanish people getting in the house? There's walk? Brother, they just walk from up there and come here? Nah, that's cruel, bro. That's cruel.
Well, how far is it? Like, what about 4 in there? Anything, you know, see a greenhouse right there? Yeah, right down there.
Oh, I left it on? Don't, I feel like I take off the bottom of the shoe by. My shoe laughing right now. Cause,
We are walking on the bridge? Yeah.
Culvert.
No. So we walking here. If it on here, that's yeah.
Yeah, guys, so we have to go further down that road. We'll turn off the car. Thanks, bro. Well, I cannot go with these floppity boots all the way to the... You go along. I shall come. I shall join you guys. I'm an innovator. I shall innovate around my floppity shoes. I will show you. We'll show you what innovation do. Right? Now let me show you guys at home. This idea just spontaneously came to me, by the way. But I'm in the field right now. I can't go just change my shoes like that. I didn't bring a change of shoe. Oh, hold on. Aye. Should change into my long boots. Okay. That's what I should have worn in the first place. You don't take shoes to diamond housing scheme. You're gonna lose them. You know what I'm saying? Right, so the flippity flopperton is over. I was actually gonna go and get some rubber bands and just use them to close the mouth of the shoe. But now there's no need for that. Okay, no need at all. Alright. Good lock up here now. Alright guys, let's go. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. What? Oh, he did. Oh, great. One love.
Alright, yeah, take it easy, man. Good. You like present?
Yeah, I'm live, bro. All the time. Catching this great development. Yeah, it's a Beeman. I'm with my Kangalangs today, though. I'm visiting the work of Kangalangs. Now, I mean, for all the things people have to say about Spanish people and the Venezuelans and stuff, there's still a humanitarian crisis going on next door, right? And you have to have some humanity in your heart for people, man. Yeah, it's just upsetting alone to know that these people have to walk this distance, right? Through these. It's miles, bro. It's not. It's miles. I start wondering if we get the wrong location, brother.
Me too.
I start thinking we got, so there's where they tuck away. I don't know what this is, bro. Detour? Who's this, man? It looked like a tent. Looked like someone was sleeping. Huh? Somebody's lived there, right? Looks so. Okay. It's like the middle of nowhere. Is where thousands of houses apparently open. And we're told there's loads and loads of Venezuelan people living down this direction. If that was the case, you could truly say this is where they're all hidden, because I would never know about this place, okay, if we weren't told. Somebody didn't stop and tell us. This is some of the transmission lines, okay. You checking where we are in the map? Drop a pin, please. Drop a pin when we get close. Well, don't say the government don't make you exercise. Alright? And the one thing that will always stand out to you in these areas is development is a very thin sliver of the definition of development that this government would take seriously. Development to them is just bulldozing a path through a cane field, throwing some sand. They don't throw any boulders. They don't build the road properly. All engineering principles have been thrown out of the window, right? Grade the road down, throw some sand, some crusher run, and build a basic road, right? They build a basic road. The basic road does not even work. It doesn't fulfill our function, okay? And you come back and build it again, and again, and again, and again, and again. That's how we lose money and get robbed. Oh, Auntie Desma coming out now. Well, y'all know I love plants, right? So you got so you got this one here. There's another one of the Mimosa pudica. It's touch sensitive plant. You see? Touch sensitive. Right, there's actually a TED talk on this where the guy shows how they actually put out electricity. Right, it doesn't look like a typical Mimosa pudica, but it is. And then this plant here, okay, is known as Antidesma. Loads of Guyanese know this plant from growing in the cane field. Produces this very purple juice. You see? It's got a sweetish flavor, but you just put a ton of these in your mouth and chew on them. They've got a lot of seeds in them. Okay, so this plant here is actually from Indonesia. This is the origin of this plant. So yeah, the Mimosa pudica is also known as sleeping weak locally. So because the leaves will open back after some time. So this plant here, if you look for it online, you'll find Bignay, Bignay, right? And it's called, people call it Antidesmond, but it's called Antidesma, Antidesma, The scientific name is Antidesma buneus. That's this plant, also known as bignay, right? So I use this to make wine, but you can make jellies, all sorts. And then when I was researching this plant, I found that if you have diabetes, right? I don't, but if you've got diabetes, the juice of this plant here, you collect these when they're in season, crush it up, and keep the juice, right? Extract the juice from this, and the juice from that plant is used to fight diabetes. This will help significantly lower your blood sugar. If you have problems with blood sugar, the Antidesma is a really nice plant for that. There's another flower I love. I'm not gonna make this a botanical lesson. Since I'm like 11 years old, I always have a love affair with plants. So maybe it came quite natural that I would love bees as well. But I love plants, and finding out their properties, what they're good for. And if you were to observe, especially the coastal regions of Guyana, and you started logging the types of plants we have here and looking at their uses, you'll actually realize that we're living in is an atypical biotic environment, is an atypical environment, because a lot of this flora was brought here by other people, whether it was the Dutch, like that plant we call sweet sage. We make tea with it, all right? It's called lantana. So that plant during the 18th century, sometime thereabouts, was a popular plant with the Dutch. As well, the Dutch were still in Guyana, but that was a popular plant among the Dutch because it had pretty flowers and they would breed it to get different cultivars. What? This looks like an acacia tree.